Looks like the last time I got a checkup in here.
Scared, huh? You should be. Fucking coward, hide. Nice. No sign of him now. What the hell was that?
What?
Nothing there.
Through.
Powering up. Protectron on duty.
There we go.
You really a collection or something? wondered what you'd look like as a robot. Not too shabby.
There we go.
Tries to leave, kill him. You must be pretty strong to make it here.
Who are you supposed to be?
I'm Slag, and we are the Forged. And you, stranger, you're somebody with some guts. I like that. See, Jake? Here's someone who might actually be worth my time. Unlike you.
They're gonna kill me.
But I brought everything you asked for.
Stealing things from your family farm doesn't prove your strength, boy. Though this wonderful sword you brought does put me in the mood to give you one last chance to prove your worth. What do you say? Kill that prisoner and prove that you aren't completely useless.
You said we'd be raiding outside the Commonwealth. These people aren't even a threat to us.
Prove to me that you can kill. It's him or you.
Oh God, what do I do? What do I do?
What about your family? Is this what Abraham would want you to do?
Well, I thought he hated
me,
me.
Jake.
Did he send you here to find me?
Yes, he's stubborn, but I think he wanted me to bring you back.
You're right. I don't want to join the Forge. I just want to go home.
Hope you
Last
brought your
chance.
can opener.
If you don't kill the prisoner before I count to 3, well, it's over. 1. Help! 2.
seek? I hope you were smarter than this. That it?
Last chance, Jake. If you don't kill the prisoner before I count to 3.
Shit! Break a sweat. Not that it's an option.
Wait, I'm sorry. I messed up. I panicked.
What were you doing with those guys anyway?
Well, just...
I thought we'd be raiding outside of the Commonwealth, and that if I joined them, I could provide for my family.
I don't know. God, my dad's right. I'm such an idiot.
Look, I should probably try to go home and make amends. I know I've got no right to ask, but I bet if you're there to explain, things with my dad would go easier. I bet if you bring my great-granddad's sword, he'll make it worth your while. He always tries to deal fair with people. I'll wait for you by the overpass near the farm.
Hi.
I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Here goes nothing.
What the? Boy, I told you that
Abraham,
if you
what's
showed you
going
a
on?
face here again,
Is that my boy come home?
What? Jake's back? Oh, thank God.
Papa, please. I know I screwed up pretty big. I thought if I joined up, I could keep them from raiding our farm. I didn't. I don't want to hurt anybody.
I don't care what you thought. I told you.
Abraham Francis Finch, that's enough.
Mama, it...
Shut up, Jake. If I hear anything out of either of you, you'll both be peeling potatoes for the next year. I've watched you two go at it for years and tried to let you sort it out for yourselves. Abraham, your son is a grown man. And if you expect him to act like one, then you'd better stop treating him like a child. Jake, your father and I have been out there, and we know it can be dangerous. We just want to make sure you're prepared. There, it's over. And if I hear another word about it from either of you, so help me.
Abraham.
She's right, I've been a fool. There's no way I can thank you enough. Here's the caps we agreed on, plus a bit for helping my boy. I think you should hang on to that sword. It'd put a smile on Granddad's face to know it was being used to help people.
Excuse me.
Thanks again for getting me out of there.
Apparently the castle's been trying to get you on the radio. Some kind of situation over there. Better go see what's going on.
Anything else need doing?
Is there something you need?
No, nothing.
No problem.
I'm gonna run some diagnostics while you're tinkering. Take your time.
Nothing I hate more than raider scumbags. If you run into any, put a few down for me.
Let's trade some things.
I'll stop complaining when there's nothing left to complain about.
I can barely tell us apart.
Hey.
I'm listening.
Hey, Valentine.
You got time to talk now?
What's wrong?
Wrong? Oh, no, nothing's wrong. We've just been traveling a while now, and I figure there hasn't exactly been equitable distribution of information. I've gotten a decent glimpse into your dirty laundry, but you still don't really know a whole heck of a lot about me. figured I'd offer to balance the board. So, is there anything you want to know?
What do you remember about the Institute?
It's all pretty hazy from back then, but now and then I get glimpses. Life inside the Institute, they keep you isolated. A single test chamber was my whole world for years, and someone was always watching. Then one day you wake up on the other side, and that's it. They've cut you loose. Welcome to the brave new world, with such people in it.
What's with the outfit?
After I started the agency, it just seemed like the sort of thing a detective ought to wear. I got some old memories, pre-war. Faded to all heck of guys dressed like this, doing what I do. Putting on the hat and trench coat, I figured it'd let folks know I was serious about the whole thing. Clothes make the man and all that. Guess I felt they made me the man I wanted to be.
So, who are you, Nick?
That's a question I've been trying to figure out myself for a long damn time. I know I'm a synth, authentic Institute handiwork, but I'm still mechanical, not bioengineered like the fancy synths giving everyone the willies these days. I get tune-ups now instead of checkups. My memories, my personality, they're all lifted from some cop who volunteered for an experiment back before the war. They scanned his brain and copied it onto the hardware that runs between my ears. Don't know why they chose to make a robot based on some pre-war cop instead of a math genius or a bioengineer. Hey, maybe that's why the Institute tossed me in the garbage instead of turning me into one of their people snatchers.
Wait, the original Nick was from my time?
Sure was. Which meant when I finally ended up out here, it was quite the rude awakening. I remember waking up one day in a garbage heap, a body in tatters and a head full of memories belonging to a man who'd been dead for 200 years. Suffice to say, it was a confusing couple of weeks. Folks didn't really know much about synths back then, so when I finally ran into people, they mostly treated me with caution rather than hostility. But the kids, they weren't afraid. I think his name was Jim. The first person to actually speak to me after I got the boot from the Institute. My first human contact in this world. Grilled me for an hour. Once they'd seen I wasn't going to hurt anyone, the other folks in the neighborhood came out to ogle the mechanical man. It eventually turned into a pretty swell soiree. A local mechanic even gave me a once-over, free of charge. Those people, they treated me like a human being. I've been trying to return the favor ever since. It's a surprisingly rare trait out here sometimes. It's something I've noticed you got a fondness for. Part of the reason I've stuck around this long.
Where's that town? We should go visit.
I tried to go back and say thanks once I'd gotten myself established, but the place was wiped off the map. Raiders. Don't know what happened to the people.
If you're good to people, they'll be good back. That's something I've always believed.
Couldn't agree more. Well, I expect you're about as bored as can be listening to me rattle my skeletons. We should probably head out.
Hey there.
Ah, there you are. Finally. I've been waiting to talk to you.
Who are you?
I'm Ronnie Shaw, Commonwealth Minuteman. At least I was. Back before Joe Becker got himself killed and the idiots took over.
Joe Becker? Who's that?
That's just sad. General Becker used to run the Minutemen. The last real leader we ever had. After he died, there wasn't anybody left with the guts and brains to pull things together.
What do you actually want?
Heard you were trying to get the Minutemen back on their feet. Thought I'd come see the new general for myself. So what's your story? What makes you think anybody even wants the Minutemen back?
At least we're trying to help people. Can you say the same?
Don't give me any attitude, Sonny. I've been a Minuteman longer than you've been alive. But I've heard some good things about what you've been doing. Wouldn't be here otherwise. Now that I'm here, I can see you really need my help.
Are you offering to rejoin?
I guess I am. But first things first. I'm probably the only one who still remembers this. But the castle's armory was located in the West Bastion. All of our best equipment was stored there. Weapons, ammo, schematics, you name it. Come on, I'll show you. Ah, good. Looks like it might still be intact. Door's still sealed. Bastion hasn't collapsed. Trick now is finding a way in.
Do you know some way to open this door?
No, and even if we could blast it open, we'd probably destroy what's inside while we're at it. If you can't go through, go around. Let's have a look at the northeast bastion.
It's 9 p.m. Any Minutemen in the area. There's a settlement that's been raided by civilians. Please respond if you know.
This was the general's quarters. Used to be a tunnel leading from here to the armory. The tunnel's blocked by this rubble. We'll have to find some way to clear it.
Hey.
Come on, General. Let's blow that rubble already.
Well, ain't that a blast from the past?
Come on, General. Must have some way to clear this rubble.
Here we go. The Minutemen aren't afraid of you. Hello, sir.
Let's get down there and see if there's still a way through. Pretty dark down here.
Hey.
There's something you need. Need? Doesn't look like the Mirelurks made it down here. Now, why do you think that is?
castle since, forever, as far as I know. Let's see. I used to know this password. One if by land. Nah, that's not it. For the Commonwealth. Ah, darn it. Oh, it's been a long time. United we stand. Yeah, that was it. That explains all the landmines. This is, well, was, General McGann. He had your job back when I first joined up. Must have gotten trapped down here when that sea beast attacked the castle. He did manage to keep the armory secure. I'll give him that much. Guess the uniform is yours now, if you want it. So Geezer doesn't need it anymore. Rest in peace, General. Your fight is done, and the Minutemen live on. There you go. Armory's still intact. Everything we need, just waiting for us. And the cream of the crop, schematics for building artillery.
What? Artillery?
Great big guns? Blow up our enemies from miles away? Any of this ringing a bell? All right. Grab that schematic and let's get going. Don't forget to grab some smoke grenades, too.
Quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out.
Looks like you've got everything we need. As soon as you get some artillery built, we'll do a test fire to calibrate it. it's good to see artillery here again. Now here's the thing about the big guns. They can't fire at anything too close, but their range is impressive. That's what the smoke grenades are for. Toss one of those at the bad guys. If we have artillery in range, we'll confirm over the radio and target our fire on your smoke. But first, we better do a test fire. Make sure we're hitting what we're aiming at. You see that little building over there? We'll use that for our aiming point. Keep your radio on and tuned to Radio Freedom so we can confirm we're ready.
Stay safe out there, everyone.
All right, General, if you can hear me, we're ready. Toss one of those smoke grenades into the target area and we'll start the test fire. Okay, we've got your smoke on the target. You might want to stand back. You know, just in case. From here, you've now got artillery support. Use it wisely, General.
Hey there.
I've got to hand it to you, General. You really turned things around for the Minutemen. I never thought I'd see the day that the Minutemen had artillery support again. We should see about building them at all our settlements to expand our coverage. And Ronnie Shaw returns. She's something else, isn't she?
What do you think of her?
People like her. She comes across pretty hard-ass. But she's one of the good ones. I'd heard stories about her from the old-timers, but I didn't know she was still around. The fact that she's come back to the Minutemen means we must be doing something right. Is there something you need?
No, nothing.
All right.
smarter than this.